Hello everyone. About the series Rings of Power from Amazon continue to receive more and more strange news. Today, an incredible update that the second season of the Lord of the Rings prequel will be a complete restart, because after what was awarded at the beginning of this show, it can only be saved by destroying it to the ground. Sounds incredible, of course, but given the recently discovered truth about the real views of the Rings of Power, and most importantly about their dynamics, all this no longer seems so unreal. Let's talk about what was really going on with the viewing of the Rings of Power, the most expensive TV series in the world with a budget of the first season under $500 million. The bottom line is that Amazon is extremely cautious about the performance of its flagship. During the entire 6-week show of the series, we were told only one figure that its first 2 episodes were watched by 25 million viewers worldwide in the first 24 hours, but then it turned out that there is no more information, and it seems now we know why, because the study first of all showed that after a certain success of the first 2 series of Rings of Power, there was a huge drop in the audience of the series, namely about 20% of viewers immediately refused to watch this show after the second episode, which, of course, is just a giant loss. Although the picture did not please further, because with each new series the audience of the Rings of Power continued to decrease, but it was no longer such a sharp drop, because only 1% of viewers fell off with each new week, and yet in the end it gave a total public withdrawal of 25% and an extremely pernicious trend in general. When the audience that initially came invariably leaves, and 25% of the audience is also, after all, colossal losses that do not promise anything good in the future. According to insiders, we learned that people who have connections in Amazon that they are going to redo this show explained the source. Also, insider Chris Gore said that Amazon is well aware of the problems and also noted that although there is what they say publicly, there is also what they are actually doing behind the scenes, and what is happening behind the scenes is that they are going crazy from what a colossal failure the Rings of Power turned out to be, on a very large scale than it was possible to expect. The main news or a new rumor that there is a decision to completely restart the Lord of the Rings of Power after the disastrous first season in which they decided to throw away everything that is written in the book and replace it with something of their own. And now the most interesting thing is that Amazon is going to completely reboot this series and try to pretend that the last 2 months just didn't happen by promoting advertising, possibly by promoting a few more influential people and trying to get people to swallow the Rings of Power. As a result, the show must be rebooted. Most likely, Amazon will lose half of its audience in the first episode of the second season, and then it will just decrease further. There is an assumption that they will end up like the Wild West world that was cancelled. Maybe Amazon would have a good chance if they just showed a normal bad show and didn't attack the fans. And now they're going to suffer the consequences of a perfect failure, because that's what it is now. The only thing Amazon did right is that everything was wrong. In general, we will follow the news about the Rings of Power and what will happen with the series. That's all for today. Don't forget to put likes, and also be sure to subscribe to our channel. Thank you all for watching.